Good morning, traders. I hope you all had a wonderful day. It is Wednesday, October 6th, 2021, 7:49 a.m. Sri Lanka time. I want to pick up where we left off yesterday. I was breaking down Gbpjpy. I have it on this broker, and it's all set up as well. And I also would like to go over Gbpjpy today. I posted a signal in my signals group yesterday. I actually had two take profit points. I had a larger buy down below before I had this current buy, and it's approaching its profit target. So first and foremost, I want to break this down on a intraday basis, and I also want to get from a top-down analysis so you guys can see a little bit more how I do my top-down analysis. So to get started, GJ, we are currently approaching a major area of resistance. So what I like to do is I like to get out the markets before or at the major areas of resistance. So there's about another 30 plus pips before it does reach September 28th resistance. And as you all can see, it was a key level. It did break down about 300 plus pips from that zone. And this is another major retest. So I don't suspect price to pass that zone. And when it does, there will be a major break towards the upside. I am currently bullish long term for GJ, so I'm sticking with bulls. Now, in order for this to actually succeed, we have to see it on the larger scale. There has been multiple attempts at that break since September. September was a very choppy month for GJ, and it's just finding its foot again. So once there is a clean break above that resistance zone, give it about 40 to 50 pips, then we should suspect price to continue on up. Now this region right here, I say its importance is less important than the current regions that we're testing right now. Why? Because this has already been tested once in the past and it failed. And so after that retest and failure, price should have continued towards the downside. Right now, we're currently seeing price push back up into that area, and it failed once again, the second time. But upon its second failure, it did create higher lows. And at this moment, since we are bullish, those are higher lows. We can suspect price to continue to push price up to create point D in the Elliott wave. If you look at it, you have A to B, B to C. And as long as this does push up and close above, we will have a complete C to D wave. Now, we will track that as price continues towards its upside. Now, if price does fall down below, I do suspect it to continue on down for some time and retest around 150.7 region, because that is it's a minor level area of support, and that is what I'm going to pay my focus on. So this is about 125 pip region. Now I'm going to go into the intraday session so we can get a better glimpse at what I'm going over. Now we can see the intraday session. We have, I have to make this a little bit more clearer. Just a moment. Okay, so now we can see the session. So what I have here is a pretty handy indicator. It's called sessions, and it doesn't really do anything but tell me the sessions of every time of the market. And at the moment, we're currently in Asia, just because I travel a lot. And when I do travel, I might be in Asia, I might be in Europe, I might be in the Americas. I'm traveling all over the world all the time, so this is a very handy indicator. Highly recommend it. Now let's get back to topic. Asia session yesterday took off. The European session, at the breakout, at the crossover of that session, it retested Asia highs and continued on up. So Asia highs became support, and then it continued on up into the U.S. session. U.S. session went down and made U.S. lows, but then broke out, and Asia broke out previous U.S. highs. So from an intraday perspective, this is extremely bullish. I do have bullish signals from all the way from market structure down to candlesticks. Everything is telling me to buy right now. So I will buy in Asia just to show everyone because my stops is still going to be based on the daily. But before I place a market order buy, I want to just find my stop loss and reasons behind that. So when we do go over to the left hand side of the chart, I want to take a horizontal line and I'm going to mark down that area of significant support. And I'm seeing it's probably around here. So that is our area of support. So if we are going to go on a long-term market order based off of the macro scale, we have a 209 pip stop. But that's too wide, so I want to get down to the smaller scale. Let's go into the bigger chart for a moment so we can see on the 30-minute chart. Now we are going to break new highs, and it is just attempting to retest those lows. Now, if I were to put a buy order in, I would not put my stop loss below these lows, mainly because this is an easy area of manipulation. So instead, I would put my stop loss at break even where this buy is currently at. That's about 61 pips away. So my stop at the moment from the moment I entered this trade was an initial 71 pips. Now, because of good behavior and just sticking to my plan, I allow the market to go up an additional 72 pips. So to reward myself, since I know intraday trading a lot more nowadays, practice makes perfect, by the way, I can drag my stop to break even, as you guys can all see right here. Now, as long as the market is continuing on its bullish run, that break even attempt should be respected and price should continue to climb towards the upside. Upside potential targets, like I said, is right above. Now, if I do want to place another trade based off of this, I can because I have a break-even order. So now what I'm going to do is put up 0.30 trade as a buy order, market buy. Now, you all see that I just did a market buy. Yes, it is a live account, and can't really see it right here. Well, you all know I trade live by now, so there's no need to really prove it anymore, but I just placed a market buy. So upon this buy, I'm going to move my stop loss 77 pips away. So worst case scenario is all of these profits get eaten up. Now, where am I going to take profit? I'm going to take profit at structure highs right there, 50 pips away. And then I'm going to wait for the long-term highs, September highs, to be retested, broken. Then we will create new quarterly highs to create a bullish quarterly trend towards the upside. If vice versa happens, we're going to stop out, and I will suspect the market. Let's get back into the sessions for a moment. Let's get to this chart now. I will suspect the market to basically, that was London lows yesterday, top of Asia highs, so this should be an area of support. If that area of support gets breached, as we can see right here, it's going to continue on down to more potential lows of yesterday's or Asia highs of 2 days ago, or maybe even Asia lows of 2 days ago. So I don't want to hold my trades through any type of large drawdowns. Now that I'm implementing intraday trading, it'll prevent me from ever holding any trade throughout any large drawdowns. It's what I've been working on very hard lately, and I'm getting it, still working on it, but that's it for GJ. I want to get into GA as my laptop battery is kind of low. Now, GA, yesterday's video, I did break down that I was actually waiting for price because, as you can see, there was a slight breakout. This was a major stop hunt, and then upon that breakout, it is a bull signal, but what tends to happen is a retest from the region where price broken out from. So we've seen that there was a previous resistance area for a couple of days around 1.8688. It did break that resistance area and climb 60 pips towards a high. and now it went down for retest yesterday, and now I do suspect price to continue on up towards the upside about 175 pips. Before that happens, I mean, it did hit that region of resistance right above as well. There's just a minor area of resistance. We can see it is kind of sitting around here, 1.87898, but I do suspect it to break that area. But if there are any buys, I would take some partial profit around there in case there is a major rejection for some reason. I would like to take some profits off so I can get back in. But my overall bias is definitely taking this up to 1.88755, and that's where my TP is placed. You can see it over here. And that's pretty much just a follow-up on GJ. If you guys did not see my breakdown on GJ, check the video out from yesterday. I'll post it after this video. I'll have a link to it. But that's it as of right now. Let's look at GJ on an intraday perspective really quick before I go. We can see Asia has broken out, and it is currently very bullish. It broken out from America lows. It actually even broke America highs of yesterday. And London session should either continue to respect Asia highs and push price higher up, or it's going to reject Asia highs, go down, retest Asia lows before taking on off to the upside. Now, worst case scenario on this is it breaks out, goes down, retests Asia lows, which is about 40 pips away, and then breaks Asia lows, creating a false break to the downside, trapping any sellers and stopping out any buyers, because these are retail stops right here. I mean, professionals, you either stop out early or you have a bigger scale, but this is a retail stop zone. So I do suspect price to go down if it does not respect this move from Asia and break there around 1.8676. And at that point, we should see price going all the way down to retest October 4th, which is a couple of days ago, which is about 101 pips away at 1.86332. I'm actually going to draw a horizontal line to mark that place off, and that's what we're looking at. Just a moment. And that's what we're looking at. If price does go down, that's where my stop loss is sitting at, because I would like to stop myself out at that area and then wait for some sort of reaction to look for potential bull signals towards the upside at that point. But right now, it is looking good. It is looking like it's going to continue on up. There's a very strong momentum, and I see us testing yesterday's London highs, and that is going to be a key area. So maybe, just maybe, I might take partial profits at yesterday's London highs before the breakout, wait for a breakout confirmation, and then continue on with some new entries based on that intraday breakout. So I have intraday, intra-session, and intra-week locked down for you all to see. At this point, from this video onwards, I will definitely have a lot cleaner analysis from the top down. I hope you all are enjoying this. Losses do occur. That's why I have if-then scenarios, but I do have a strong bias towards my side for the most part, which is why I have my orders placed in my live videos so we can all see where I'm currently going. Hopefully this was a great video for you all. In my next video, I'm actually going to recap. I'm going to go over Euro GBP, because I do believe that this pair is ready for a bear market drop. I mean, it's definitely setting up for a brand new decline. I do see Euro GBP falling as low as 57 pips to test August lows before continuing on downwards. If we look at the weekly chart, we see a very nice setup towards the downside, about 150 plus pips towards 0.83100. But that's all for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and next video will be Euro GBP. All right.